Hey, what's up with the Connect out there in High Vibes? In today's video, I just want to talk about, basically staying on your spiritual path, understanding your spiritual path and like what it truly means to be spiritual, and basically I'll just get into it right away. So basically, I think a lot of people have misconceptions of what spirituality is really about, not the true stuff, but what spirituality really is, you know, the thing is about spirituality isn't just about always being by yourself, always doing things by yourself. Because ego is by yourself. That's why you deal with the ego when you are by yourself because it's something that you have to learn to deal with and you know take care of. Otherwise, it's gonna start doing things that you normally wouldn't do if you were in your higher self. Like I say a lot because it is true. If you're in your higher self, you're not gonna be doing things that you would normally do in your lower self because your higher self knows not to let the ego get out of control and allow it to do things that you're like I said that your higher self would normally do. See, once you get in tune to the right frequency and stuff like that, you're not gonna be letting people get in your way, stop you from truly being in tune because when you're in your higher self, you're not gonna care what people think about you or what they do to you because when it comes down to it, you're actually coming together and actually seeing the bigger picture in life and reality, because it's not about just being by yourself. It's about actually coming together with people that are like-minded and actually in tune with spirit and stuff like that. And you see this world is so disconnected from actually being together because everyone's so disconnected on these little programs, all these little different things that are out here in this reality, and a lot of people deal with certain fears and certain things that hold them back from actually attaining a higher version of themselves because it's like building your own web in your life. You got to learn how to construct it, build it right, otherwise it can fall apart and it could just flail in the air and anything that comes by could ruin it, but that's when you're dealing with a duality type of matrix system. But you can't let fears stop you. A lot of the times people see themselves from a low perspective, and that stops them from actually reaching a higher perspective when they should be like, all right, if I'm viewing myself in a lower state, I should be aiming for a higher state where I view higher of myself and I put in the work to be somebody that I feel that I should be, but not over stressing or not overdoing it or unbalancing yourself. Make sure you stay balanced within yourself so that way you can do the things that you want to do spiritually, mentally, and physically. And we've told people that we're coming together, so stay tuned in for that because I know I haven't made too many videos lately. I've been kind of taking a break myself from certain things because I've been trying to find a job, which I do now, and I am working it. Uh, but everything's good with me. I haven't posted a video on YouTube, but the other video that I posted will of course be the first one. But you know it's like, don't let people dictate you. Don't let little things disencourage you from making the right choices. Make the right choice because we all know what the right choices are to do with ourselves, or who we should be around or things like that. Especially if you have underworld friends, if you're hanging around people that are underworld, people that are in low vibration, and they're not doing anything, and you're trying just to help them out, but you know that you can't really help that person. Do what you can to help yourself out first. People always want to rush ahead of themselves. They always want to be the rabbit. They don't want to be the tortoise or the turtle. Taking its time to make sure it gets stuff done actually right. But when the time does come to be the rabbit, then you do be the rabbit. But until then, you just don't do things that are normally at a pace. You do things, that's in pace, with yourself, not going too far behind. You're always in the present moment. Then now, you're in that flow of spirit. Not letting things get you, sidetracked. Not little things, that will stop you from, truly reaching your higher frequency. See, I keep seeing higher frequency, and that's just symbology. That's just a representation of something. See, a lot of people get that confused too because we deal with physicality, and symbology and stuff like that. Words are just symbolic references of something. That's why when we talk about something, we're creating a picture and an image inside of our head. They're like, all right, this is one thing I should be doing, or this is another thing that I should be doing right now. See, it's all this a representation of something. So once you become aware of it, you can protect yourself against certain things, certain symbolism that these agents use out here and stuff like that. But that's all I want to say in this video. Make sure you stay in tune with what's real. Especially your spirit family, staying connected with them. Like always, making sure you're journaling and doing things at a higher level. But that's all I want to say. Don't let people make fun of you and all these things. Just stay in tune, and you'll see how it gets through and all that stuff. But peace in, peace out, and hold up and have vibes.